What's up, guys? One thing you guys may be wondering, why do I have all these lists of Pokemon and whoever's team on here? Well, to answer that question that I'm almost certain none of you are asking, because why would you? I am doing a Pokemon Draft League tournament. These are the contestants, and I'm going to be analyzing everyone's team as best I can. Alright, so let me just go with my team right quick. I have how we did it was we chose one OU then one lower tier. So my first pick, actually no, we'll go with the person that had the first pick in the draft, which was Matt. He chose Mega Pinsir Straight Power as right out of the gate. That is what I feel could be Matt's downfall in a way, but it could also be his saving grace. And I say this because with Mega Pinsir, that also caused people to pick stuff like Aegislash, like Slowbro, stuff that will counter it and eat up any hit that it can handle. Then he chose Suicune, which makes sense, but Suicune, though, it cannot take, in my opinion, like, it'll probably be just a standard Crocoon set, and if anyone is running a red card, Crocoon is basically done, from what I can see. I'm probably analyzing this very horribly, but hey, it's my first time trying to analyze a team like this. Next he has an Excadrill, which I don't really understand why, except for probably rocks and a spinner. Oh, actually no, I see why. Oh, he's running the Tyranitar Excadrill set, so his Excadrill is more than likely going to be Sand Force. Knowing this also, I think people like GXD and I could be in decent shape because we can get rid of the sand if we have to. More than likely, though, I say with these last three picks, Matt didn't choose them because he had to go. But so this is basically going to be his main team. From what I can see, more than likely this is going to be his main team with his wall core probably being Tyranitar and Suicune. I don't see. I say what could save Matt is if he keeps Tyranitar and Excadrill alive. Because if he can keep those alive, I have seen what a Sand Rush Excadrill can do at the very end of late games. It is terrifying. Alright. But I wish Matt luck, and I'm just excited to see what his team can do. Hi C, the person who had the next pick in the draft. He chose Mega Venusaur, which I would say Hi C chose more bulk because, as you can see, his first four picks were all bulky and can all, or not really can all, but can dish out hits as well. That Volcarona is something that is really scary just because it can tear through teams if they let it get a Quiver Dance or two up. Because if it gets two Quiver Dances up, the game is basically over. Unless you have priority. Gothitelle, I can see Gothitelle probably being the Shadow Tag either Scarf or Spec set. I'm not 100% sure, but that's just what I can see it as. Umbreon is probably going to be the standard Umbreon, Toxic, Wish, Protect, Foul Play. I say that is really easy to understand. Chansey, Eviolite, Chansey, because if you don't run Eviolite, Chansey, just stop playing Pokemon, because that makes absolutely no sense. I say, but he's running mostly a very bulky team, so I'm very interested in seeing how that could pan out for him. I say, I think the team he is going to work best against is probably Matt. The one he'll probably work worst against is probably GXD Slayer, because GXD has a great amount of wall breakers. So you should probably watch out for GXD Slayer. And with Matt, his team will probably work great. His team will probably work great against mine, but it won't work out well against IC's. With my team, I have the Talonflame, Cresselia, Mega Man Electric, and some of you guys may be wondering Pelipper. I have Pelipper because I was trying to think of possibly a rain setup as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But a rain team could be what I use, I'm not sure. But I do have the standard Talonflame. I'm not sure if I'm going to be running Band or Bulky Flame just yet. That'll have to come to see. With Mega Man Electric, I run that just because it is powerful, and people sleep on Mega Man Electric because he is very powerful, very diverse, and can tear through teams. Kieran Black. I'm honestly surprised I got him when I did, just because Kieran Black is so powerful. I'll say he's probably going to be a very good physical sweeper on my team. Politoed, I've already explained. Deoxys Speed I have mostly for hazards, but I'm not 100% sure on what D speed I want to run. It could be for hazards, it might not be, just because of the extra drill that Matt's running, and the defog Mandibuzz. Lucario, I'm not going to divulge my Lucario set, but Lucario was another shocking one, just because, well, Matt, his Skype name is Lucario, so I'm shocked in how he didn't pick it up, but he wanted to pick it up, but I stole it from him while he was gone. Alomalola I have as a wall core with my Cresselia, and I have a Mienshao, which might be the standard fake out, U-turn, high jump kick set Mienshao. Person with the 4th pick in the draft was Jujube, and he chose Aegislash first, which doesn't really shock me because I had Mega Pinsir, Mega Venusaur, Talonflame, Aegislash, walls, all of that to an extent. Oh, and before I move on any further with my team, my biggest fear will probably be Matt's team. The person that should fear me, I would probably say... I'd probably say Jube just because a lot of his team is weak to water. So his team might be a little vulnerable to that. Alright. With Jube, Aegislash because people have been picking great attackers. Blissey, Clefable, Wallcore. Blissey, Clefable, Mandibuzz is not a horrible Wallcore, not at all. That is a scary Wallcore. Oh, with Scrafty, I'm predicting it to be the Dragon Dance Moxie Scrafty, and just like with Volcarona, if it gets enough Dragon Dances up, it will sweep through teams and murder everything. Mamoswine will be something difficult to fight against just because it could be Sash, it could be Life Orb, it could be something completely off the wall. I would say Mamoswine could be any set really, but it's going to be very interesting. Victini, I see that probably as a Choice Banded or Choice Scarfed Final Gambit set. I'm thinking Choice Scarf Final Gambit set or Choice Band V-Create set. In my opinion, I'm not 100% sure. But Victini will be a problem to anyone that doesn't run Substitute. Substitute will be key against Victini just by it having so much power behind it. With Mandibuzz, it will probably be the standard defog set. Darmanitan. Darmanitan is kind of difficult because, like Victini, it could be Choice Band, Choice Scarf. I feel Darmanitan will probably be Choice Scarf. Victini will be Choice Band. but that's just how I feel right now. And Darmanitan, like Victini, packs so much power and attack behind it that it will suck to fight. Meloetta, I'm not sure why he chose Meloetta. I've never really used one, but it could work out for him just by it being kind of like a shocking pick. That we'll have to observe on. And now we have Sharpedo with that speed boost, crunch, waterfall. Sharpedo can be dangerous when used at the right time. I'm really interested to see how Jubjub runs his team. His biggest fear is probably my team. The person that should fear him is probably Matt. Just because he's running, like me, he's running such bulky Pokemon, but also Pokemon that can wall that Mega Pinsir, and some Pokemon that can wall the Tyranitar and Excadrill. So it would be interesting to see how he works that out. The person with the last pick in the draft, GXE Slayer, he chose Mega Charizard Y as his first pick, which is not very shocking, honestly, because as you can see, Mega Pinsir, Mega Venusaur. I'm shocked more Megas didn't go in the first round. I'm also shocked that Jube doesn't have a Mega at all. That could either help him or hurt him severely. But GXE has a Mega Charizard Y, which can set the sun, which can end Matt's reign or my reign. Oh, or High Seas Sand, really. So Mega Charizard Y could be a problem for a lot of teams, just because it gets Solar Beam, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, Air Slash. It can do a lot of work to a lot of different things. Nidoking, being Life Orb, Sheer Force, Special Nidoking, is way too common and very scary. Earth Power, Sludge Wave, Ice Beam. Those are at least 3 moves I can almost expect to see on Nidoking. Just because that is what you see out of Nidoking, and that is a good thing about Nidoking. With Latios I see being a decent threat, but kind of like a glass cannon with this, because Talonflame can easily take it out, Lucario can take it out, Mega Pinsir can take it out. A lot of things can take it out, but it will do at least a lot of damage before leaving. With Golbat, that is another Wally Pokemon with Eviolite. It will stall you out for days with Eviolite Roost just because it is too bulky. It is better than Crobat in my opinion, just because it is so bulky and it'll Toxic Stall you out. So the people that aren't running Steel types better watch out for that Golbat. I'll say. Breloom is one that I'm shocked went as late as it did, just because it's difficult to see Breloom not on a team, because it's almost always Sash, Rock Tomb, Mach Punch, Bullet Seed, Spore, Lead. And Breloom could be a problem because from what I'm seeing, the only person that has a grass type, yeah, I would say Manabuzz can stop Breloom. Other than that, I would say Chestnut and Abomasnow. Those are the only things that can really stop Breloom from sporing it to sleep. Then again, though, someone could have a sleep Pokemon and then have Sleep Talk and then just avoid it like that. We'll just have to see how Breloom is played out. Jirachi. Jirachi. Serene Grace, Iron Head, Body Slam. It'll be annoying to fight. That's why people that are fighting GXD Slayer, if he brings the Jirachi, have to hope to take it out quickly. Because my god, that thing will get annoying to so many people by flinching, paralysis, so many different intervals. Bisharp is one that I'm surprised also and how late it went, because when you think of power, Bisharp is the reason people haven't really been running Landorus T as much. Just because of the Defiant boost, and it will, unless you can predict well against the Bisharp, it can sweep. With Sucker Punch, Iron Head, it can play some serious mind games with some teams. So, Bisharp could be a problem. And of course, people are Skyping me. Oh my god. Alright, with Mew is another good wall. I think, GXD Slayer's wall core is mostly Golbat, Mew, and Jellicent. Mew is a very good wall that can set up rocks and just do so much to teams. Because its moveset is very, very diverse. With Infernape, it could also be a Sash Stealth Rock lead. And Infernape at times can be even scarier than Breloom. But honestly, I think Breloom is the bigger threat than Infernape. That is just me, but I'm not 100% sure. And now Jellicent. Jellicent is a bulky wall that can that will probably annoy me a lot in this tournament. I don't like Jellicent. It leaves such a bad taste in my mouth, just like Umbreon. Alright, but these have been my analyses, and honestly, I think GXD Slayer, he will have a pretty easy time against High C, and have a very rough time versus Matt. But I hope you enjoyed the analyses of these teams, and I'm wondering who you guys are rooting for. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hey, I hope you enjoyed. Take care, guys.